I'm excited to hear what I have to say and excited to share that with you guys. Excited to share things with you that I've learned throughout this journey. I wear a white shirt today. I think it's the first time I wear a white shirt since I quit my job. I think it was 1 year and 5 months now, and it does feel a little bit strange to start wearing it again, but I thought I'll celebrate day 90 wearing a white shirt and wearing formally basically. I'm not sure where this route will take me. Just want to show you Melbourne as well at the same time, and that's it, and share my story. I actually thought of going to one of these alleys. It's on Little Lonsdale Street. You can see they're building a building on top of a building, which I really admire with Melbourne's architecture, as you can see here. This is a heritage listing building over here, and they're basically building a big complex on top of that, preserving the historic houses of Melbourne CBD. And the reason why I came here, I wanted to appreciate the owners of the land, who are the Indigenous people of Australia, especially Wurundjeri people, who were sort of based, as I understand, in Melbourne CBD. Just wanted to say my sincere appreciation for the opportunities that this land gives us. Guys, it's starting to rain. Just wanted to show you how beautiful Melbourne is. Just in the background there, it's La Trobe Street. It's a beautiful city. There are no trams, so I can actually afford filming right now. Maybe people are watching, it doesn't really matter, as we've learned that nobody cares. Even if you feel like people are judging you, don't really worry about it, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And I'm telling you that sincerely, because I have actually gone through this process for the past 90 days, through these challenges. And I've realized that they're gonna forget about you in the next few minutes. And you have to trust me on that, because that's the reality of it. They have their own thoughts, they have their own life that they have to take care of. Hence why you have to just admit that they're judging, accept it, and move on. Go with the flow and just believe in yourself and just achieve your dreams, have your own tunnel vision, have your own focus, and just go with your life. Don't worry about what other people think, just abstain from that, just have this tunnel vision. Just want to share some of beautiful Melbourne and Melbourne's architecture with you guys. So as you can see, this is a former magistrate's court. It's just fascinating to see how they used to build things and how they're building them now. It's just unbelievable what their skill and level is. Even though we're quite advanced in technology these days, they used to build much better buildings before. Yeah, look at this beauty. Nowadays, they're not building these buildings anymore. This is gonna probably stay here for another few centuries. Whereas all the other buildings that they're currently building, something like this, probably not gonna be here. I'm not gonna bore you anymore with all these beautiful things around Melbourne. Let's continue our journey, me achieving 90 days of this long drawn challenge that I had to go through. I really want to experience with different angles today. With this, I wanted to show you guys that you shouldn't be imprisoned by your mind. You have to let it free, let it flow through you, and make sure that people's judgment doesn't affect your life. You know why? Nobody cares. I'm trying to transfer this knowledge to you and tell you that nobody cares on what you do. Get out of this jail cell of yours, which is your mind and your overthinking, and get on with your life freely and joyfully. That's all you have to do, because that's the reason for being. Find your ikigai, if you know what I mean. Ikigai from Japanese is translated as reason for being. I feel like if you find your ikigai, people will resonate with it 100%. You'll find your community, you'll find your people, and they will follow your lead. And then you will be very satisfied with what you're learning, what you're achieving, and what you will be teaching other people. Not only teaching, but inspiring. And by inspiring, I mean making people do it with love. It used to be a prison here. Inmates would just walk around here, and then if you go a bit further down, it says Old Melbourne Gaol. This is the police station right over there. It's on Russell Street and it has been converted into a residential apartment. And this used to be a prison. It's a touristic destination now. I want to find a spot, set my camera and talk to you guys about what I've done, what I have achieved, what it takes to be a content creator, and inspire you guys. Inspired to be better, more confident, free from all the debris in your mind. Oh, this is a nice area. Look at this beauty. Can't even imagine, guys. I used to wear like this every day from Monday to Friday and go to work from 10 to 6 every day, and I would obviously stay back as any employee would do, because you want to show your boss that you're a hard worker and wait for that promotion and wait for that bonus. That's just the life. That's how it is. You get stuck in that cycle. You get stuck in that rat race, and obviously that's how majority of people live. Yeah, I got a bit digressed here. Who could have imagined that I would be here at 4:15 p.m. filming a video for my YouTube channel? Obviously, as a full-time worker, full-time employee, there is no way, apart from taking a sick leave or annual leave, of actually dedicating this time to come here and film. I would have never imagined that I would quit my full-time job, which was a well-paid job, and I am talking about this in my previous videos, and it's not a secret anymore. I was getting over 200,000 per annum. I appreciate to what I have achieved in my role as a strata consultant, and obviously I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from my previous director. He taught me how to get into the room full of high net worth people and sit down and have a fruitful, informative, coherent conversation with them. Before that role, I was really shy, not confident at all. I felt like I can't have a coherent conversation with a group of people. That was like completely another level for me. What I want to say is that I'm really thankful for my previous job. Everything you go through this life is part of the destiny of yours. It's part of the journey that you have to go through, and you should never regret to what you're going through, because everything you're going through is an experience that would help you with the future journey of yours. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you for now. Yeah, probably you'll ask me why I quit my full-time job, which was a well-paid job, and as a single lad in Melbourne, earning, that kind of money, you'd be quite well off. And I was well off. Like, I felt really comfortable with that salary, but at the same time, I felt like I am in a comfort zone, because if you're working for one particular company for at least 5 years, even though you get promoted, you still feel that you could achieve something more than where you're currently at. You feel inside your soul that you're stuck in that comfort zone. I'm not growing. I'm going to the meeting, which initially in my first 2 years I was nervous about. I was nervous presenting to like 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 50 people. I wanted to be better at it. I wanted to improve myself to step into that room of 50 people and just be confident whatever I have to talk about. That pushed me to be better. And after 5 years, I did become better. I became so confident that I could step into a meeting, just run down through the whole thing, sign the engagement letter, and leave off of that room. I thought I'm stuck in a comfort zone, and that's not making me struggle more, achieve new things, get out of the comfort zone. And that's where I was like that. I was like just a moment where I thought, okay, that's enough. It was really, really hard to quit my job. I was contemplating for at least 1 year. Eventually, I had to decide for myself. If I don't make the decision, all the influence around me is nothing. They give me the support, they give me the ideas, on why I have to do that and this and that, and gladly everyone was supportive. Some were a little bit on the negative side. They were saying that why would you quit? It's a well-paid job. Just do something else on the side in parallel whilst you working and getting a stable income. And I was thinking about that, but I tried that for quite a few months, but it didn't work. When you don't have a focus on one thing, you don't have a tunnel vision. It was a tough decision that I had to make. I finally made the decision, and it's been 1 year and 4 months or so that I have been unemployed officially. And I wouldn't even realize that I'll be standing here in front of you guys and telling this story on a Tuesday at 4 p.m. If I would never quit, I'd probably be sitting in front of my computer in an office or working from home, which was actually dreadful. So yeah, came to realization that was the right decision. I did regret in my first few months a little bit, because obviously when you're making a big step, which is quitting your job, you do feel a little bit confused. Do you know what I mean? I'll probably sit on that bench because I'm a little tired and I'm sweating already. But yeah, to finish my thought there, I realized that it doesn't really matter. As long as you've got that experience going, you're set. You can always go back. You can always go back to that job. You can always find a job in a similar industry. What I'm trying to tell you with this message is, and I think that sums up the whole journey of mine, of 90-day challenge, is that get out of the comfort zone. Make sure you're not stuck in a rat race if you feel that way. If you feel like you want to work for someone else, if you still want to get that experience, not for the money's sake, but your personal development's sake, that's fine. Don't get out of the comfort zone if you don't feel like it. Follow your heart. That's the most important thing. Don't listen to the noise. Accept the noise. Accept the supportive messages of your relatives and friends, but the decision is always within you. Go for your dreams, guys. Only you can decide what is best for you. In terms of 90-day challenge and in terms of opening my own coffee shop, I realized that no matter what you do, no matter what you pursue in your life, the most challenging thing that you have to go through and learn throughout the journey of yours is the consistency. Whether you're making consistent coffee every day from Monday to Friday, whether you're posting your videos consistently on Monday at 12 a.m. every day or every week, that's gonna get you to places that you're aiming for, that you're dreaming about. As long as you're staying consistent, focused with a tunnel vision, that is the most important thing out of it all. Back to my 90-day challenge. Just want to have a debrief of what it was all about. So the first 30 days of the challenge was to learn how to speak to the camera from home, because the first day I bought the camera, I just tried many times speaking in front of the camera, speaking to the lens where I cannot see the audience. And that was quite surprising to me, because I've been doing content creation for the past 4 years or so. You can check out my videos on TikTok or Instagram, and I have like 7 million followers on TikTok and 500,000 followers on Instagram. But to get back to my 90-day challenge, after 30 days, I really felt confident, and you can check out my videos. The next 30 days was the next level of speaking to the camera in public, because I did feel that I am nervous. I don't feel confident and comfortable speaking to the lens in public whilst people are passing by, interrupting me, talking about me, looking at me, judging me. It doesn't really matter. That's how I've learned how to be confident on camera throughout that second stage of 30-day challenge. I've learned that, I've experienced that, I became confident of speaking to the camera in public, even in like crazy busy places like Swanston Street and Federation Square, and you name it, and you can check out my other videos there. And the third stage of my journey was to do a 30-day challenge of approaching strangers on the street and this is day 90 of that challenge. I had to go through things like complimenting people on the street. That was level 1. Then fist bumping, then saying hi, then interacting with them, interviewing people, getting to know them, getting to ask them questions about confidence. The most important lesson I've learned throughout this whole 90-day challenge is that forget the noise. Forget the noise that is surrounding you. Forget the surrounding. Forget the people looking at you. Forget that they're trying to judge you. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. What matters is your belief and your confidence in yourself. That's pretty much it. Social anxiety, you can easily get rid of it after like several attempts of filming yourself in front of camera in public. As long as you make that first step, that's all it takes to start the journey of getting rid of that social anxiety. And I've experienced that myself. I've been quite nervous. I've been overthinking of actually going out there and filming myself in public. Get out of the comfort zone. That's the first thing. And by that I mean do the things that you feel are challenging for you. The things that you feel like you're gonna get reward for if you do. I'm not talking about like a materialistic reward. I'm talking about the self-fulfillment reward. The fulfillment that you feel when you've done something out of ordinary, out of your comfort zone. That's one of the other things that you feel when you are in a social flow state. And the feeling like the endorphins, the dopamine you get through the life situations, the life encounters that you have to go through by doing that challenge. So for myself, I experienced that through getting into the social flow state. The way I achieved that and how I did get into the social flow state is by setting a challenge for myself, going out there in public, approaching people on the street, starting the conversation, and then once you've had that conversation going, and then you get the reward. Getting the reward of feeling the self-fulfillment. Let's go for a walk and see if I can think of anything else. I think it's enough for this particular atmosphere. Oh, the camera is heavy ass. What I love about Melbourne, guys, is this kind of art. Yeah, that's the beauty of Melbourne, and that's why I love it. I'm originally from Almaty in Kazakhstan, and Almaty is a cultural city of Kazakhstan. That's how I'm, I guess, stuck in Melbourne for the past 15 years, and I love it. I love the art of Melbourne. I love the culture. I love the vibes. The energy is always great. I think it's gonna rain soon, so I have to probably wrap it up. And the next journey of mine is, I met up with Josh this morning actually, and we had a very fruitful conversation, and the verdict of that conversation was me finding out that my next 30-day challenge is removing social media from my life for 30 days. Josh told me that he tried that 24 days when he was like 21 or so. He felt amazing. He felt like his mind is clear. He felt like he's more focused. He's more productive. He had much more time to do things that he would not normally do, like read more books, go out there and do more sports. Really looking forward to experiencing that in the next 30 days. I love Melbourne. Oof. Melbourne is an amazing city. You know, guys, the interesting thing is when I go to Almaty, which is my motherland, that's where I was born, that's where I grew up. When I go there for holidays, after 2 weeks, I have the feeling of being homesick, that I want to go back to Melbourne. It's crazy. Yeah, I feel like I want to go back to Melbourne when I'm back home. Yeah. However, ironically, it didn't sound. That's just the reality of it. Another thing I've learned throughout this journey, I've learned how to be better with lighting, setting up the camera. The most important thing is not the camera, not the angle. The most important thing is the consistency, doing what you love, talking about things you love. It's just the feel of it. If you feel more confident and comfortable having a professional camera in front of your face, be it. But if you don't really care, which I cared, to be honest, I didn't feel too comfortable filming on an iPhone because I didn't realize that camera gear is not really important at all. Now I could film on iPhone and be comfortable and confident as I would be with a professional camera walking around. It's just that with the professional camera, you're actually catching more eyes because it looks professional. Of course, the quality of the camera and iPhone is different, and camera has to be better because it's a professional camera. If you don't have financials to actually buy a camera, then that's fine. Just use your phone, iPhone, whatever. That will just serve you as fine as a professional camera will do. I think we are due for rain because it's been pretty hot few days. Melbourne's weather has been pretty stable for the past few days, which is amazing and very interesting. Guys, I want to tell you one thing. I specifically wear it like this just to make the video because first of all, I wanted to relate this video to my previous job and quitting the job, and that I haven't wear it like this for the past year or so. And I'm literally telling you that, honestly, that I haven't wear it like this for the past year and almost 5 months. 5 months. 1 year and 5 months. 1.5 years I've been jobless, guys. Jobless. Wow. The thought of it is crazy, you know? When I came to Australia 15 years ago, 2 weeks in, it's a new country. I was all by myself here. Didn't have any friends, didn't have any family. 2 weeks in, I was already working as a dishwasher in a Thai restaurant, getting like 11 bucks per hour. And I was quite excited to get 11 bucks per hour because back in Kazakhstan, in my country, in Almaty, earning that money would be like an office job. That's why I was like, shit, that's quite a lot of money there. And man, please. I'm gonna just sit for a second because I am a little bit exhausted of standing all day long. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys that from the start of the journey of mine, I always had 3 jobs at a time. When I came to Melbourne, I had this job as a personal assistant getting $7 an hour, $7 an hour, traveling like 1 hour away from Melbourne CBD and traveling back. Had to wake up like at 6 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. in the morning, take the V line and go to that job getting $7 an hour. $7 an hour, nobody would probably believe it. And that was just 15 years ago when the average wage was about like 17 bucks or 18 bucks per hour. And I worked as cashier at an IGA store, which I wasn't paid for like 2 or 3 months, unfortunately. I don't know why, because the boss was pretty bad, I guess. Eventually I got paid. I had to put some pressure through the guy who I was personal assistant for, and he helped me, which I'm grateful for, and I'm happy with that $7 an hour that I was getting there. But not to be too emotional here, it's been a crazy journey. I've been striving, struggling to get to the stage where I was at before quitting my previous job. I worked hard to get into that position of working in an office environment, and throughout my Melbourne's journey, working hard in this underpaid physical jobs that I was in. I was always dreaming of working in an office environment. Apart from those 3 jobs, I was studying as well. Eventually, after several other jobs that I had to go through, knocking the doors, selling the power boards, under like 40 degrees, walking around suburb and all that type of jobs, I eventually graduated uni and got an office job as an accountant. I worked there for 3 years, which I really appreciated, and I've learned quite a lot from there, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me sitting in front of a computer and calculating someone else's money. Every day on my 3rd year, I was coming to work, getting into that cubicle and saying, what am I doing here? Is it me? I start like thinking about it quite deeply, reflecting on it, and obviously I wasn't decisive enough at that time because it was my first experience of working in an office environment, and to get that kind of job, people work their ass off, which I did myself, but I eventually had to quit that job because I wasn't happy there. And then the opportunity arose because I was contemplating on it. I was dreaming of getting out there and talking to people, meeting new people, an opportunity arose. That's where I became a strata consultant, and that was specifically what I was dreaming about, to meet different people, to learn how to communicate, get out of the office, get out there and just get conversations going. And that's what I exactly did. And that's what I did for the past 5 years in my well-paid job, where I was getting 200,000 per annum. But after 5 years, after you achieve something that doesn't excite you anymore, you start feeling down again. You start feeling that comfort zone again. You start feeling that you're not growing, you're stuck in the same place. And again, every time you come to work and you question yourself, why? Why I'm here? What am I doing good here for myself that I should have been doing somewhere else or in something else? It's been a hard journey, even starting up a coffee shop from the ground up. Zero brand awareness, zero marketing, nothing in that shop. It was completely empty. It's completely empty. It's been a crazy hard experience, but I don't think I have regrets about it because I've learned a lot. And as I said, it is the experience you're getting, and that's the most valuable thing here, which is your experience. Experience is life lessons that you get no matter what you're going through. And I was building this channel from ground up, created a channel with 0 followers, 0 subscribers, and now we are at 726 subscribers. We are almost at 1,000 subs. Here you go. That's quite a lot actually for me, and I'm really grateful for that. We only have like what, 274 subscribers left till 1,000 sub, first milestone. Looking forward to that. I don't know when we're gonna get there, but it doesn't really matter as long as I'm enjoying the journey and I'm loving what I'm doing right now. Sitting in a quiet place, some birds singing and trees behind me with the fresh air, and talking to you guys. Whoever is going through a similar journey, as long as you have the goal in your mind, the aim where you want to be, everything will come in time. And if you're going through that, trust me, you can achieve that. So no matter what your situation is and no matter what hardship you're in, just fight through it. Struggle will make you better. Struggle will build your character to achieve greater things in life. That's what I love about Melbourne, these kind of beautiful alleyways. And I did tell you, as you remember, I'm going to experience with different angles, with different scenes, and that's one of them. I was just walking past this alleyway and thought, why not film here? It looks beautiful, it looks concrete and brick-laid, but yeah, just wanted to experience with some angles, guys. So yeah, guys, that's me, Russ Alien. You know what I wanted to tell you guys? I wanted to tell you guys the words of appreciation for all the support for the past 90 days. It was incredible. Sincerely speaking, listen to my words. Listen to my words. I really appreciate every one of you, whether it's regular viewers or not. The 726 subscribers of you, I really thank for actually subscribing, for making me think that I am bringing a valuable lesson to you guys and that you can learn something from me and get inspired from what I do on a daily basis. I don't have an editor, I don't have a thumbnail creator, I don't have a videographer. I go with the flow. I just wanted to start. I just wanted to stop overthinking and delaying and postponing and what's the word for it? Not what's the word for it? Oh shit. I just wanted to start this journey, and doesn't matter what the edits are, doesn't matter what the thumbnails are. I just wanted to learn as I go. And that's what I've been doing for the past 90 days. I think my thumbnails improved a lot. I feel my editing is not as great still, but you're subscribing, you're watching them, which gives me that courage to continue improving with every video and to continue showing you and inspiring you with the things I do in my videos. Let's see what happens. We're just gonna go with the flow. I have to remember that word that I was looking for. I know the word. You know the time when you want to say that word and that word is in your mind circling, but you actually can't remember that word. Procrastinating. Yes. You know that feeling when you remember that word and finally you realize that that is the word. Oh my God, feeling so good. I exactly know that you had that feeling in your life, guys. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to touch on is why in a lot of photos that I'm doing with my fans who recognize me from like TikTok and Instagram, why I'm doing this. As I know from Star Wars, this is a sign of aliens, but mine is just the other way around, just like that. Sign of respect to others, sign for getting out of your comfort zone, building confidence, following your dreams and your passions, and just enjoying your life and enjoying what you love, doing what you love. That's not 100% yet, but that's my feeling that I want this to be related to. So yeah, let's go. That's the life of a person who runs a coffee and sandwich shop. So I had to buy lettuce from Aldi because we ran out and we have to have enough for tomorrow. And then my business partner texts me and says the mop is broken and they misplaced the screw. As you can see, if you go this way, can't really use this, can they? So I have to fix this or order a new one. But to not have to order something if we don't have anything else to order to match the minimum, because every supplier has a minimum price. So the place where I can order this has at least minimum like $100 to spend, otherwise you have to pay for the delivery fees and that increases the cost of goods sold. Let's see if I can actually fix it. And you have to be hands-on and you have to have can-do attitude if you're opening up a business, because otherwise if you have to call a plumber, fix it. And things like this always happen in this kind of business environment. But yeah, before it starts pouring here in Melbourne, I want to show you guys that this is the coffee shop I was promising to show. So this is the sign over there, Alien and Coco. Yeah, so just a couple of shots. All right, so that's the shop I opened up 2 years ago. Been a crazy long journey, and yeah, we just go into inside the shop and here we go. We got the coffee machine, all the sandwich menu and the drinks menu. What a journey, guys, what a journey. Came back home right on time. It's now raining in Melbourne, and in conclusion I just want to say one thing, guys. No matter what you're going through at the moment, never ever give up. Through struggle and through dedication, we achieve things as human beings. I just want to leave you guys with that. This is day 90 out of 90. Can't even imagine how I got here. But through perseverance and dedication and consistency, anything is possible, guys. Thank you for watching. Au revoir. Baka. Baka.
Illegal alien, I came to Australia. Running up these bands, I could never meet no failure. We was on the boat.